What's going on, fellas? It's your boy Glorp, and we're gonna do a random demo that Darthman from LM sent me. He said it's a good one. It's a continuous match to 10, based in Europe. I don't know either of these players, and so let's get it popping. I don't really know what to expect. I don't know what time period this is. I don't know nothing. So let's get full screen. Let's get into it. I'm going to keep this up here, by the way. I like this up here. Okay, good yellow. Lots of single yellow sides. Okay, there's a crouching sweep. That's an interesting style. I'm trying to figure it out right now. Solid technicality on the yellow coming in between the swings by Simi and by Dark. Good trade. Good lunge. This is some solid execution. Yeah, it's a continuous match, so they don't reset and kill to reset the health. And it looks like they have jump 3. Good parry. I love the style variation. They're using the full package. Blue, yellow, red, lunges. I love to see it. I want to take a look at what just happened right there. Going frame, red right. And then it looks like Dark came in with a yellow right against a red right and then got out of there fast before the saber could hit. Or it could have been a trade as well. A little bit confused on that one. Continuing. Also, Swamp Trooper's pain sounds I'm actually not that familiar with, but he's on full health. So it looks like he didn't sustain a hit for that last trade. There's only an idle on him, which is a little interesting. I don't know if they're on base or not. And it looks like they're not doing the whole bow and then begin. It's just like run into him and go at full speed. So they're doing it a little bit differently than we'd see a continuous set in NA. Yawing sweep. By yawing, I mean they're twisting their mouse around trying to get range. A lot of that sudden side-to-side movement, which was interesting. That's some excellent red from Dark. Almost reminds me of a little bit of a JKA red, and the high jump following afterwards. And so the score is 2-2. He's up 73, other guys got full, so it looks like Simi is in a bit of a comfy position right now. Ooh, that's some lag. That was interesting. Great parry action going on. In the high jumps, I love to see the high jumps if J3 is permitted. You see a lot of that in Jedi Academy. I'm not really sure what's going on with this lag right now, but that's happening in the game. I assure you that that's not anything that's happening on my end. A lot of very careful, calculated yellow. I'm seeing very few keystroke errors, no accidental turns, no overheads, not even a ton of diagonals, just a lot of clean side-to-side or single sweeps. And I'm trying to understand the purpose in doing the sides singular over and over again like that. It's just a little bit different than what I'm used to seeing. Because the matches that we've seen, we see a lot of continuous sweeps and semicircling in and out. And we see from Dark, we see a lot of that, this in and out motion right here, and I'm not sure what the intent is behind that, but it's different, and I like it. That same repeated yellow sigh that keeps happening. He's been successful getting that in between. Okay, good execution by Simi. Moving back up and see those couple hits. Looks like Dark nodded at him a little bit just to pay him a little bit of respect for that hit. Red right coming in. Crouches because he thinks he's going to stay up. And he does stay up, but his angle nicked his hitbox right there. And then it parried. Following through with the overhead, and you're going to be vulnerable after the overhead window. We'll see if Simi gets a hit. It looks like he doesn't. Dark is jumping up. Another high jump. Nice lunge. More high jumps. And Simi is jumping up to meet Dark in the air. Which is an interesting competitive vector to think about, because usually it's only J1 and non-force duels, but some duel servers do have the J3. I don't know if this was a European way of doing things, but it is what it is. If you have the jump, why not use it? Or that single side to side. Very nice. I think what the side does is, as we just saw in that last case, I think what the side is supposed to be doing is, so let's back up one step further. I think the intent of this, did I go too far? Yeah, so side, there's single side, repeated side, lunge, take it a step back even further. There we go. I want to see this whole motion right here. So single, reset, single, and he's indicating a motion like he's going to go for it. And so what we're seeing is, I'm actually going to use yellow here. Let's see if that looks decent. So he does single, and then wait, and then single. And he's trying to create motion here to see what he's going to do. Because as soon as he goes forward, what happens is... So let's see. So I'm going to do... What happens if I do black? So here's one. And then he does two, creeps forward. And then what I think the fourth motion is, and what the pattern has been, is he goes into a crouching yellow and then into a sweep. And so it goes swing, swing, lower him in. And then once he gets him in a little bit, goes in, finds the angle, crouches, and then goes for the sweep. I think that's the strategy here. I think that's a meta that arose in this environment. Love to see it. I love to see different tactics and strategy. I might incorporate some of that myself. I don't see it, so therefore that means people around me don't see it. That's cool. Learn something new. Continuing. Skip ahead. So we're 4-4, and this is unusually long because they're both being quite defensive. It tells me they both want to win real bad. Yep, there's those side. And so there it was right there. And so what happened was you saw side, single, and then he's going to try to find the sweep. And there it is. I think that's his real moneymaker right there. That's the point that he wants to get to. NA players and the US players, we have the same way of getting there, but we don't use the single sides repeatedly in the same way that Dark does. Generally, we do semicircling in and out, and we keep the swings on a string. And so we combo those strings into sweeps rather than do the swings individually. And so he's treating each of them as a separate attack. And I think that this might actually be more effective because if I'm an American player and I'm in yellow, I'm just going to go off the side and just whiteboard here. The pattern is I'm going to semicircle and then I'm going to attack, and then come in and sweep. That's the pattern. So you see attack, 1, 2, 3. That's the sweeping pattern that we see, and pretend that that's just on a flat piece of ground. And so this pattern in yellow is actually what I'm seeing. I'll make it let's make it different. I'll make it orange. It's a weird color. There's nothing orange here, but let's just say that this is the perspective that I'm seeing. So what he's doing is he's going bop, bop, and then find the sweep, bop, bop, bop. And 5, 6, but it's really 1, 2, 3, just in a separate way of doing things. So that's kind of the way that we see things in NA nowadays. Is 1, 2, 3, and these represent side yellow swing. So you come in, side swing, come in for the second feint, side swing, then go for the sweep, or you can go one side swing. Similarly, you see the same pattern. Like you could also do come in for one side swing, and then sweep, or just one side swing and then cancel. And then, but what I'm seeing here consistently from Dark, almost every single duel is like side swing, individual, side swing, individual, sweep. And the big advantage here is that by the time after 3 swings, you only have 2 to sweep with because yellow has a 5 swing limit. Whereas here, if you come in for the sweep, you're at 2 and you have 3 swings left to punish. That might be a more effective way to deal damage. I like it. I like it a lot. Continuing. Again, seeing those side, preserving the rest of the yellow string for the punish. I think that's a really smart way to do things, and I might want to consider trying that. And there he actually kept it on a line that time. That's cool. I like that style a lot. This is anybody's game so far. I think it's just about even. No, it's not. Okay. Red's up a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. Good lunge. I think Dark, despite being one behind, has had better overall execution, and I am actually putting him as a favorite to win right now without knowing the result. Hey, they don't clean up the body. Scorpion's gonna be mad about that. That was a reach. I don't think he should have done that stagger. He hasn't done that stagger step very often all game. I don't know why he did it there. I still have faith in Dark. I'm rooting for Dark. I like his style. Simi, I like your style too, but Dark is doing some interesting stuff. He's in a tough position. He's down by 2, and the other guy is 50 to 75 HP, I believe, in that range, based on the pain sound. He's gonna really need to pull it together, but it is continuous matches, so anything can happen still. Yep, that was a good hit by Dark. Got him down to 14. If he can do a couple exchanges like that again, he might have a chance. I'm projecting a comeback. That's what I think is going to happen, and we'll see how stupid or wrong I am. Which happens a lot. 76, and he's got 13, 8 to 6. I would put the odds realistically at 80 Simi, 20 Dark. I think Dark is still going to do okay. I think he's going to narrowly get this one. Good tick. That was an important exchange by Dark right there. Simi trying to back him off with the lunge. Single yellow swings. High jump to reset. Jumping high up like that's a good way to kind of reset your perspective and take a little mental break for like a second or two, get your senses back together. As well as just like flee a bad encounter to limit your exposure. But the problem is, it's hard to adjust where you're gonna land when you jump that high. So if they see where you're gonna land, they can just sit there and wait on it. Okay, tied up, but he's only got 12 health. He's gonna have to manage his HP very carefully here. Gosh, I wouldn't even go for the yellow sweeps like what he's doing. I would have gone for red to try to get a good hit to make the best use out of that 12 HP. But he knows himself better than I know him, so I'm gonna trust that that was the right choice for him at that time. Oh, okay. He still has a chance. He's got a full life left almost. 77. Okay. He's getting a little bit rattled. Yeah. That was another really good hit. It's not looking good for Dark. Yeah. Darn. Well, I don't know why I'm saying darn. I mean, they played well, but I really thought Dark was going to pull it out. His execution just early on in most of this match was just on point. But Simi did marginally have a bit better technical execution. Dark just did some interesting stuff that I had to take note of. That stuff I wouldn't mind taking back to the NA scene, seeing if it works. I have no idea when this was recorded, but this was fantastic. It was a lot of fun. And I look forward to casting more of these European matches that the Darth Man has sent me, and so this is the first of many, and that's pretty much it. It was a fun match to watch. I love watching continuous sets, and I love seeing all the different techniques and whatnot, and I hope y'all did too. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.